Hello everyone and welcome back to more Crash Twinsanity for the PlayStation 2, and in this episode we're going to be playing as Nina Cortex through this freaking awesome gameplay mechanic, I tell you, let me know. And you're going to see what that's like right about now, but first off actually... Oh, never mind, fine. I was going to go back to see what Cortex is actually doing, but the door shut behind me, fair enough. That's fine. So it's probably going to be hard to see what I'm doing though, given the fact this isn't my HD TV. That's going to be a pain, isn't it? Oh boy. But what we're basically doing as Nina Cortex, if we press the circle button, she can stretch her arms and stuff. And you can grab and relink stuff apparently. So like this over here, we can use this to grapple this and swing over to the other building. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of Spider-Man. Spider-Man but with a bionic girl instead. Plus the music to go with it. Oh my goodness. Let me know. This soundtrack here is actually really good for a cappella form.
My airship! Without it, we're stranded! Tie it to something secure, I said! Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus!
Okay, before I go into that subject, but I love that. The fact that Cortex tells Crash to, tie it to something secure, and he ties it to the goddamn bus. Silly Crash. That just shows how stupid he is and things. They captured his personality really well in this, if you ask me. I mean, given the fact that he's always been a bit brainless to start with, apart from good at platforming and collecting Wumpa fruit. But other than that, yes, he just ties it to the bus. How silly. It's especially funny later as it's hurry Nina or the bus won't miss you because it tries to hit us. You'll see what I mean later and stuff. But yeah, this is the soundtrack to this is done through voices. This is not done through instruments. That is bloody incredible. You know, it sounds like I'm listening to like some kind of punk rock band kind of going on, but instead this is done through a cappella, which blows my mind, I tell you. And honestly, it just shows off how good this soundtrack is. Some people may hate it. I, for one, love it because of what work was put into it. I mean, for goodness sake, you don't get much a cappella blimmin' albums every day, do you? Eh? Plus, I don't know, what was that? Oh, that was an extra life, that's fair enough. That's cool. Some people may hate this gameplay mechanic, though, of just playing as Nina, bouncing around things, and being Spider-Man. I like it, because I loved me some Spider-Man anyway. I've always liked Spider-Man as a kid. Speaking of which, there are some really good Spider-Man games, I'm surprised. Particularly Spider-Man for the PS1 or N64. That was actually really good. Plus the music to go with it was also pretty top-notch as well. And also Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, GameCube, Xbox, practically every platform basically in that kind of generation. Because Spider-Man 2 is actually one of my favourite superhero games ever. You never know, I might do an LP of that one day. We'll see. It's a very, very unknown game, to be honest. Kind of overlooked in a way. Why is it always the best games? Well, not that Spider-Man 2 is my favourite game ever all full time. It's a good game and all. It's not one of my favourite games ever. But why is it always that the favourite games, you know, that you play are very obscure and not as well known ones, you know? I mean, sure, some of them can be good, like Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favourite games of all time, and it's well known like a hell of a lot. Bloody hell. And good thing too, is that game deserves a lot of praise. For everything about it, it's just amazing from beginning to end. Plus Majora's Mask. It's funny as well, because Majora's Mask in the past, like, was never really that popular. There's barely any LPs about it. Ever since Chugga Comrade did an LP of it, and, you know, they re-released it for 3DS and stuff, or it just got discovered on the internet, tons and tons of love has been shown for it over the years. To where even people are saying it's their favourite game, favourite Zelda game ever, which it definitely is for me. Majora's Mask is the best Zelda game ever for me, personally. At least that's my opinion. If you have a favourite, that's fair enough. I mean, a lot of people like Wind Waker. Anyway, right, let's see. There's a gem over here, that's nice. I could do with that. How are we for gems, actually? We've got 2, that's fair enough. Also, we're at 64%, blimmin' hell. This LP is going by quick. This is episode 10. I think this is episode 10. I don't know, I lose count sometimes. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do, because that way I'm gonna watch him explode. Yay, that was fun. Is that the ant kind of helped me out doing that, so thanks, Mr. Ant. I'm surprised I'm actually not doing too bad, because I can't really see much going on my TV, but still, it doesn't matter. Okay. These ants, though, are a pain in the bum when they try to hit you and things, because they sometimes just come out of nowhere, and there's too many hitting you that you can't really protect yourself or anything. It's not really as, you know, strategic combat as, say, Kingdom Hearts, but, you know, Kingdom Hearts need to, like, have 2 eyes at your back and all to blimmin' get through that game easily. This Kingdom Hearts is not an easy game, but bloody hell is it an awesome game. I love me some Kingdom Hearts. Never played the second one, though. Alright, anyway. We're at 83 with the fruit so far. Also, what happened to the other guy? His lightsaber's here, but he appears to be gone. So that's a real shame for him, isn't it? Okay, right. Now, cool. We got that, so that's fair enough. I suppose you could say this bit is kind of repetitive, just jumping on buildings, but for me, I loved it. I always liked doing that kind of thing. Especially since it's in the Crash Bandicoot game as well. That makes it even better, if you ask me. Let's just wake up this gargoyle, though. Where's he going? He's going to say it. Like, please tell me I'm going to go over there. Why they had to add that bit, though? Like, a little save bit? I don't know, because it still carries on just normally. I guess it's for people who wanted to come away from the game, and they thought, oh, let's be fair to them. Yeah, well, why didn't you do that back in Blimmin' Iceberg Lab? Like the bit where you fight Rusty Walrus. Why? Why didn't you add a save point there? That would have been so much easier. Instead of realising the grief we went through. Of the fact that we had to literally go through it all without getting one game over. Even if we had like 5 lives left. It was insane. Oh well. You can hit these robots with your extendable arms if you want, and they actually remind me a lot of Sonic the Werehog from Sonic Unleashed. In a way, but just with a bionic lady. But other than that, I would really just stick to just spinning. It makes it a whole lot easier if you ask me. Is there any point in blowing that up? No, not really, but oh, explosions galore. Okay, right. How are you for gems? Still got 2, let me know, wow. This actually goes by a bit slower than I think. The gems are just kind of randomly placed in places that I've noticed, to be honest. Plus, I try to hit that thing, although it doesn't seem to want to work. But hey, at least it blows up, and then it... I think it blew up the rats as well. If it did, then that is blimmin' awesome, man. And we're at 7 minutes so far. Okay, that's different. And ants, oh dear. Ants, they're pretty dangerous. Can I blow all this up? Indeed I can. What does this one do? Oh, it does that. Fair enough. I guess then if you miss that switch, then you ain't getting that gem. So be it. I just find it awkward though how when the music stops in the game, it just awkwardly stops and like, what do we do now? Somebody turn it back on quick. There we go. Again, these remind me of Star Wars. Why there's portals, I don't know. Maybe they played the game Portal. Which explains probably why they come from the 10th dimension. At least I think they do. I don't know where the ants come from, to be honest. They just kind of, they exist. And that's all, really. The boss fight after this, though, is actually pretty difficult. Not bad, actually. I like the concept of it, to be honest. Also, wow. I thought that was going to blow him up, but I forgot that the game has that weird thing where it doesn't really do it. Which is actually Madame Amberley, the boss. And, oh boy. She's a pain in the bum the first time, I tell you. After a while, though, you get used to her and things. I might not get to beat her for the first time. But we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes, shall we? No? I don't see why not. Okay. Get rid of these ants this time. Well, so you can look around and stuff. Oh wow, you can actually see where you previously went. That's pretty cool. That's not too bad, is it? That's my memory. Alright. It's unlucky they just spin and fall off the building. Where did they actually go? Wow, I can actually see them still down there. That's a long way for them to fall, Jesus Christ. No wonder they're dead after that, Jesus. Good God. Okay. I don't know why it goes to a side-on view, though. That kind of puts off the perspective, but at least that way you know which way to move the analog stick, am I right? Okay. So jumping down here. How way for jump? Got 2 left. Okay, that's fair enough. Again, sorry if I keep doing that, but I don't know. It's nice to keep up to date with how many gems you've got, you know? Otherwise, backtracking, and backtracking's not fun. Because there is a lot of backtracking in Donkey Kong 64, I've noticed. Now, Donkey Kong 64 is an amazing game. I love it, but bloody hell has it got so much backtracking. Compared to the likes of Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, there's a crap ton of backtracking in Donkey Kong 64. But at least you have the banana port, so that makes it a lot easier, I guess. That's like the concept when you hit the bells Makes me feel like, you know, lunchtime or something at school's going on. Because, I mean, this is a school after all. But is she bunking or something? Because shouldn't she be in class if she's in the Academy of Evil? I don't know. We've also got these robots here. They just kind of appear. And why is it always the smallest enemies which are the most threatening? Because they're really hard to hit or kill. I don't know, it's just something I find, really. It's a shame Nina... Oops. I died. I don't know if Nina ever appeared in other Crash Bandicoot games, really. She might have appeared in something like Tag Team Racing? I don't know, really. Because I haven't really played any of the Crash Bandicoot games after that. I haven't played Crash for Titans, not Tag Team Racing, not Crash My Nova Mutant, none of that. You know, the last one, the latest one I've played in order of the days is Crash Twinsanity, really. As I believe Twinsanity came after Rough Cortex. Yeah, Crash is just making this a hell of a lot more easier for us, isn't he? Not now he's got the bus, and now he's swinging it that's trying to hit us. I think originally the line that Cortex was going to say was, "Hurry Nina or the bus won't miss you." I find that quite funny, considering he went, "Hurry Nina or you'll miss the bus." And it's after, it's like, "Hurry Nina or the bus won't miss you." Oh, I love that kind of humour. I don't know, I'm just weird. Alright, anyway. Whoa! Jesus Christ, explosions galore. And there should be the gem somewhere, hopefully, maybe. Is the gem right there. Cool. And then after that, I believe we have one more gem. And that should be it, I believe. How are we for time? We're at 12 minutes. Okay, so we've got time to defeat Madame Emily. That's fun, that me. Plus, what does that spawn exactly? Usually I struggle at that bit, and I don't know why. I guess it's just because, you know, it's a bus after us, and you have to be quick. I mean, if you do it for the first time, you're not really going to get through it the first time, to be honest. Because it does require a bit of trial and error in order to get through it. There we go. And that's all the gems. That's cool then. All we literally have left then for the gems in this area is the first bit. But like I said, I don't really want to do that just yet. Given the fact that we need to get the last one by going to this bit over here. And you'll see what I mean by that in a moment. I'm going to ignore those ants because there's not really much point in defeating them there, is there? Apart from these robots. And now there is Cortex. And that is the end for Nina Cortex's gameplay mechanic.
They found us! To the airship! Quickly!
Yeah, and they just straight up throw you in where you have to shoot all these people. I don't know why. Oh yeah, here's what Cortex does when you run out of ammo. He just runs around like he's in absolute danger or something. Also, if you click the fire button, he doesn't really fire anything or anything like that. Still. Yeah. That was Nina Cortex. Pretty cool gameplay mechanic. Some people love it, some people hate it. I am one of those people who loves it. And now, the boss.
You are in detention.
Madam Emily!
So, Crybaby Cortex is all grown up. I see you found employment as a barber.
I'm an evil scientist!
A scientist, Harvey. To me, you'll always be a little verb.
You know, coming to think of it, what she says, it kind of makes sense. Cortex does look a bit like a barber, looking at it. So that joke is kind of funny, I will admit. Like I say, the whole dialogue in this game is pretty genius. This is Madame Emily, and sadly her song here is actually not really heard that much, to be honest. You can only hear like a small snippet of it here, and that's about it, really. Which is a shame, because it's not that bad. It's not my favourite song in the game, but it's pretty cool for a cappella form, I will admit. Although my strategy here, really, is wait for her to fire these things, and then that way just move out the way. Pretty much at the beginning, when she fires you, just move straight onto the second one. So that way she'll most likely go for the one above you, then just move out the way, and then hit it like that. Or you could just follow what I'm doing, because I'm really crap at explaining it. One thing though, you want to stay close to the edge on this bit, otherwise if you walk over there, you will fall off. And that can be a pain in the arse. I'm actually going to do this boss for the first time though. I don't know. Like this, see? Walk over to the second one. That way she will always go for the one next to you for whatever reason. I don't know why she does that. She just does. Then from there, it's mainly just keep moving around. And then shoot back the one that she just shot before that, really. The actual strategy is pretty easy once you get used to it. But the first time, you are not going to know to do that, to be honest. As this boss here is an absolute pain, I will admit. And now, the tricky part. Bloody hell, I hate this bit. Trying to get all these bloody things in one shot. That's why. Because you actually have to sort of like go back and forth as well. Oh wait, can I actually... Oh! Wow, that was actually pretty cool. Never done that before. What happened to our bells? The bells are still over there. That's weird. Okay, I have never done that before. I just completely pwned that boss in one shot. Literally. Or at least 3 shots at the least, but still. Now that is pretty cool, I can admit. Also, you may think it's a dead end, but... What? That's weird. Apparently they turn green, but then look. Then it opens. How that works, I don't know.
Come along.
Okay, if you say so. And yeah, that's pretty much Mad Men Boy. A lot easier than I thought, really. I thought that boss fight was going to be a pain. Because just afterwards practice, it became easy, did it? Well, in that case then, if they go behind you, just keep shooting like mad at the back. Because for whatever reason, you don't fall down. Also, there's slowdown for some reason. Why is there slowdown? That's weird. And this is what I mean, okay? This is what we need it for. You see those little nitros down there? We need that to destroy them. Otherwise, that gem is inaccessible. Therefore, you can get all the other gems apart from that one over there, which is an absolute pin in the bum, I will admit. Now, straight up from here, what we could do is just go up this elevator and then go to the final world. But I want to collect those gems first, and now I'm going to guide you through it. Given the fact that the elevators and that are here as well. Because really, the gems are not that bad to collect here if you know what you're doing. All it involves really most of the time are just using footballs and then just watching out for these baddies. Which I'm going to go through in a minute. Still, I'm actually really surprised about that boss, bloody hell. To think we're near the end of the game though, literally after this episode guys, we're in the last world. And this is episode 11 I believe. Yep, that's strange. Alright, so what did I do? Yep, that activated all those, therefore what we need to do now is use this elevator in order to reach it. So from here what I would do is aim where you're landing, then just land on it like this. There we go, get the gem. And it's weird, that is the only thing you need to do in order to get that gem. As a kid, when I first got to this bit and trying to get that gem, I was like, how on earth do I get that? I need to find out. I have to clear both of the areas and then get it from there. That was weird. It didn't really add up or anything, but still. Also, where's that football? It's over here, is it? That's cool. I find it cool how you use a football to activate all the switches and that. I mean, this is like a school ground, so I suppose they would be using this kind of thing, wouldn't they? What the hell? Where is it? Oh yeah, it's over there, fair enough. It looks like you can only roll it for a certain amount of time, otherwise it blows up. It's fair enough by me. Alright. Damn it, I want to hit the nitro. Sometimes it's a pain though, trying to control these. Because they just roll all over the place half the time. Mainly you just got to be careful with your analog stick, I'd say. And then just sort of aim where you're going. In fact, you don't even have to kick it, you can just let it roll, see? So that way it activates it, and therefore it makes it a lot easier to get the gem. I really like the idea, though, of just, like, the whole game being open world. I know some people hate it because it's not Crash Bandicoot, but for me, I just look past that and think, well, yeah, but it's open world. I love games where it's open world. And honestly, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, finding all the gems by just exploring and things, finding new ways to get them. Sure, you don't really get a certain amount of boxes in order to get a gem, but it made a change after a while. I mean, honestly, I was kind of getting bored of that, to be honest. Of course, looking at it now, I kind of want it back. Oh good, the football did spawn, that's nice. Also, can I... Wow, really? Crash, are you gonna kick it? There you go, that's what I wanted to do. Wow, okay, it's just gonna go past like that now, is it? That's fair enough. What I usually do here, this is a pain, is... I don't know how you're actually meant to get rid of those, but what I tend to do, which is kind of cheating in a way, is this. which involves being very precise though. It involves sort of like jumping at an angle so that way you can just get onto the nitro and things. Really, I think you're meant to blow it up another different way, but of course I like to do things my own way, therefore making it a lot easier for myself. Where really, if you just go across here and stuff, well, you actually find boxes here, that's not really important, but still. If you jump down here, what you find is this, oh right, I wasn't meant to do that, was I? My bad. Instead of doing it the way they intend you to do it, how I tend to do it is do it this way instead. Where instead of blowing up things, why not just make it a whole lot easier for yourself and then just actually just jump down there and then grab the gem that way. And then if you really want, you can always just jump out of the way if you really want to get rid of those nitros here. What this bit is for though, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how they expect you to get the gem, really. Apart from this bit here, but that's just probably to block you from getting over to it, I guess. To be honest, I really do not know. Apart from that, that's all there is.
Ah, yes. The old
Oops, I activated the cutscene by accident, my bad. It's fine, we don't really have to go down there or anything, it just shows you what happens. And they are unskippable, because unskippable cutscenes are fun, apparently. At least you get to watch them again if you want. Like, if you want to watch the cutscenes all over again in this game, you can. You just got to go back to the area that you saw it from, you know? So at least that's an option, I guess. How are we for gems, actually? Got two. We've got 2 left, and then that's it. We've got the whole lot of gems in this area. We are doing so well, actually, with this. Let me know. But well, better than I was expecting, really. Ah, I see. I meant to activate that thing over there, aren't I? Is that right? Yep, there's no one over there. It's fine by me. Boiler! I like it as it points out it's boiler as well. Alright. Now, spin. Okay, maybe not spin. Fine. Where'd the other one go? Went over here. Okay, right. And... go. There we go. So now hopefully, yep, there we go. There's all those things. And now we can get the jump. If I can see where I'm going. At least the camera kind of works here. Not the best or anything, but hey, at least it works at the end of the day. And now, where be that? Oh, there it is. Wait, is there a way to get in there? Thank heavens. I thought I had to redo the whole area then in order to get that one, but fortunately I don't. Shoot, that is fine by me. Is there a football or something? Oh, actually, wait, no, there's this. Which doesn't do anything. Okay, fine. Yeah, there's the football over here. That's fine by me. Alrighty. So now, let's just go back. And for some reason didn't activate it. Fine, I'll have to do it myself, do I? Fair enough. This one's really weird though. You actually have to... It looks like you're not really going to make it or anything, but apparently you do. Why that happens, I don't know. And there we go. That's all the gems. So we've got all of them in all these worlds so far, and even in the Academy of Evil. But that's the reason why I wanted to get those gems lastly. So that way it just makes sense, you know, I can just collect them all in one shot and show you how to get them and things. Instead of having you to look back at the episode in order to find how to get the gems, stuff like that. Apart from that though, I reckon we're going to call it off here for Crash Twinsanity. So, in the next episode of Crash Twinsanity, we will be going to the last world in the game, which is the 10th dimension, and wow, we're actually very close to the end of the game. It's a very short game, guys. Take care, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Crash Twinsanity, and I'll see you in the next one. We've got an epic explosion going off here, and what is over this? Lots and lots of buildings.